Three manuscripts lost to time. Three texts that, together, might reveal the greatest mystery of the Roman Empire. The fate of the Ninth Legion, Rome's most feared unit, which vanished without a trace. But what secrets do these hidden documents hold? And why did Rome go to such lengths to bury them in silence? For centuries, historians have tried to uncover the fate of the Ninth Legion, which disappeared in hostile lands, surrounded by rumors of betrayal, massacre, and even internal conspiracies. However, newly discovered fragments of manuscripts have come to light, offering insights that could rewrite history. These documents provide clues ranging from ambushes in barbarian territories to secrets Rome preferred to hide to protect its honor. Imagine being one of the soldiers in this legion, marching under the Golden Eagle standard, believing in Rome's eternal glory. Suddenly, you find yourself alone, isolated, surrounded by enemies, or worse, betrayed by your own allies. The disappearance of the Ninth is not just a military mystery. It's a tale of courage, despair, and possibly betrayal that still resonates today. What if these three manuscripts not only explain what happened, but also reveal the culprit, who tried to erase the history of this legion? The texts hint at a barbarian ambush, but also suggest desertions and even secret orders. These forgotten words could unveil a plot that might have shaken the very throne of Rome. In today's video, we'll dive into the details of these three enigmatic manuscripts, who wrote them, where they were found, and what they reveal about the fate of the Ninth Legion. We'll explore the theories, translate the most intriguing passages, and uncover whether they have the power to change everything we know about the Roman Empire. If you're eager to uncover Rome's deepest secrets and see how ancient documents can expose long-forgotten conspiracies, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button now. With your support, we can continue exploring mysteries like this and bring these epic stories to more history enthusiasts. For centuries, the fate of Rome's Ninth Legion has remained one of history's most puzzling enigmas. Known for their unyielding discipline and fearsome reputation, this legendary unit seemed to vanish into thin air, leaving behind no survivors, or so it seemed. Recently, the rediscovery of three ancient manuscripts has reignited interest in their story, hinting at secrets so explosive that even the mighty Roman Empire might have sought to bury them forever. Found in three distinct locations, these fragments are believed to hold clues that could reshape everything we know about this vanished force. The first manuscript was uncovered in a remote monastery, hidden within the walls of an ancient archive. Its damaged pages bear cryptic accounts of the Ninth Legion's final campaign, penned by an unnamed Roman officer. The second surfaced in the ruins of an abandoned villa, its parchment scorched, as though someone once tried to destroy it. The third, discovered buried beneath a collapsed amphitheater, contains an entirely different perspective, one that suggests the Legion's disappearance was far more than a tragic defeat. Why were these documents scattered so widely, and why were they hidden in the first place? As researchers began piecing together the contents of these manuscripts, an unsettling pattern emerged. Each account described events with striking similarities, yet glaring contradictions. The first hints of treachery surfaced in fragmented lines about ambushes and strange orders. The puzzle seemed vast and incomplete, raising more questions than answers. Was this an elaborate Roman cover-up? If so, what were they trying so desperately to conceal? Before diving into the texts themselves, it's critical to examine how these documents remained obscured for so long. Could their concealment have been orchestrated by powerful figures within the empire? Or was it mere coincidence that these accounts vanished while the Ninth Legion faded into legend? The answer lies within the first manuscript, where the shadow of betrayal begins to take form. The first manuscript tells a harrowing tale of the Ninth Legion's march into the misty frontiers of northern Britain. Far from the heart of Rome's power, they found themselves navigating a treacherous landscape filled with hostile tribes and uncharted terrain. The manuscript speaks of a commander desperate to maintain morale among troops who were stretched too thin. Yet even in their most precarious moments, the soldiers of the Ninth upheld their unwavering allegiance to Rome. or so it appeared. Descriptions of the Legion's movements reveal a chilling picture. Ambushes by barbarian forces, mysterious disappearances within the ranks, and a growing sense of dread among the soldiers. The manuscript's fragmented account stops abruptly after recounting a sudden attack near a dense forest, suggesting that the enemy forces were both larger and better prepared than expected. What stands out, however, is the absence of any detailed account of reinforcements being sent to aid them. Could Rome have deliberately left them to face their doom? Stranger still are the passages that suggest internal tensions. There are cryptic notes about arguments between officers and unverified mentions of orders being issued that contradicted prior plans. Was the Ninth Legion betrayed not by their enemies, but by their own empire? The first manuscript hints at treachery, but stops short of providing conclusive evidence. This gap raises the stakes as we turn to the second manuscript, where the story darkens. What emerges from these fragments is the image of a proud legion slowly unraveling as trust among its members eroded. If betrayal was a factor, then who stood to gain from the Ninth Legion's downfall? Could their destruction have been orchestrated to serve a hidden agenda? The second manuscript promises to shed light on this grim possibility, revealing whispers of conspiracy within Rome itself. The second manuscript, found in the charred remnants of a once grand villa, paints an even darker picture of the Ninth Legion's demise. Unlike the first account, this document focuses less on the external dangers of barbarian ambushes and more on internal treachery. Written in a tone of despair, it accuses certain high-ranking officials within the Roman Empire of deliberately sabotaging the Legion. While the author remains anonymous, the details are chillingly precise, as though written by someone with first-hand knowledge of the events. One section describes secret orders delivered to the Ninth's commanders, orders that sent the Legion marching into a known hotspot of enemy activity without adequate support. These instructions, the manuscript claims, were drafted under false pretenses, making the Legion's isolation seem accidental. Yet, the absence of any follow-up assistance suggests a calculated effort to ensure their destruction. Was this a punishment for disobedience? Or did someone within Rome's elite see the Ninth as a threat to their power? The document also details growing paranoia among the Legion's officers as conflicting messages arrived from Rome. Some began suspecting that spies or double agents were embedded within their ranks, sowing discord and spreading false information. There are even claims that key supplies, including weapons and food, were deliberately delayed or rerouted to other units. While the document leaves room for interpretation, its implications are unmistakable. Someone in Rome had turned against the Ninth. What makes this manuscript particularly haunting is its abrupt ending. The final passages speak of a meeting among the Legion's commanders, where whispers of betrayal were finally voiced. Yet, just as the narrative reaches a climactic point, the text cuts off, as though the writer was interrupted or silenced. Could this sudden stop be another clue in the larger conspiracy? The answers might lie in the third manuscript, where a shocking revelation awaits. The third and final manuscript delivers the most shocking twist yet, hinting that the Ninth Legion's disappearance was no ordinary defeat, but part of a deliberate effort to rewrite history. Unearthed beneath the rubble of a forgotten amphitheater, this document reveals that Rome itself may have orchestrated a cover-up to protect its reputation. While the details remain fragmented, one thing is clear. The Ninth Legion story was deemed too dangerous to preserve. The manuscript's narrative shifts between cryptic accounts of the Legion's final days and commentary on how the events were later portrayed in Roman records. It suggests that official historians were instructed to omit any mention of the Ninth's fate, erasing them from the annals of Rome as though they had never existed. But why? One possibility is that their failure posed an existential threat to Rome's image as an unstoppable force. Alternatively, their downfall may have revealed cracks in the empire's leadership, cracks that those in power desperately wanted to conceal. Perhaps the most startling aspect of this document is its mention of a secret council convened shortly after the Legion's disappearance. According to the text, high-ranking officials debated whether to acknowledge the loss or bury the truth. The decision to erase the Ninth from history was not unanimous. and some members reportedly feared that the truth would one day surface. The manuscript ends with an ominous warning. What was hidden in silence shall one day be shouted in the streets. The implications of this final manuscript leave us with more questions than answers. Did the Ninth Legion fall victim to external forces, internal betrayal, or both? And if Rome went to such lengths to conceal the truth, what other secrets might still be hidden in the shadows of history? The story of the Ninth may not end here. It might just be the beginning of a deeper unraveling of Rome's most guarded mysteries. The mystery of the Ninth Legion's disappearance leaves us questioning just how much of Rome's history was carefully rewritten. But if Rome sought to erase its failures, what about the soldiers who defied fate and carved their names into legend? Meet Spurius Ligustinus, the most decorated soldier of the Roman Empire. His journey from obscurity to battlefield glory is nothing short of astonishing. How did he survive the deadliest campaigns and earn the respect of emperors? Click here to uncover the story of Rome's most relentless warrior.